Check some audios. Audios. Excellent connection. That's good.
That is good.
That's good. All right, come on. Where's the picture? There it is. Good on YouTube. And looks like we're good on Facebook. All right. So back for episode number 2 of the new name, 100 Proof Whitetails.
100 proof.
100 proof. And I figured it was more inclusive, so we got the rum tonight, the hit and run rum, because it's baseball season.
Opening week of baseball.
Yep.
Well, hit and rum.
Yep.
Hit and rum.
Been getting in a few card breaks, been getting a few cards.
Yeah.
Nate's got me addicted.
Got Ben addicted to collecting sports cards again.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing a little bit of his childhood out of him.
Yep. So I figured it was good night for the old hit and run rum. Nice baseball bat shaped container.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd never seen anything like it.
Dominican rum.
Yeah, I got this from Sagum Bellies down there in Geneva. Which great guy, he let me try it before I bought it. That was cool of him.
Yeah.
So
Is he the one that he says got the couple bottles by the counter or whatever?
yeah, he's got stuff there that you can try. You just gotta ask him, you know. I tried this one, and I think they do a whiskey too. But I actually like the rum more than their whiskey. So got the old hit and run rum for this week's episode. So, but yeah, so we're rebranded. We got to figure out what to do with all these hoodies we got.
I don't know if you get them removed or not. Like reprinted.
Yeah, I don't know if we can get the logo not the logo, but the words taken off of it, new words put on them or whatever. Because I need to sell 2 more to be even. I haven't even broke even yet on the hoodies. So that's great.
Just let them go as they are.
Yeah.
Sell them to that company that sent us.
Yeah. Just cross our logo out of it.
They put a red X to our logo and sell them to them.
Yeah. So for everybody that doesn't know, we had changed the name of our podcast. I'm not even going to say it anymore so we don't get in trouble. So we got served a good old cease and desist letter. So we have to rename the show.
Yeah.
You know, because we were
too
much of the likeness.
Interfering with some couple guys down in North Carolina.
Don't know what to tell you.
I don't know.
Grab me a couple icy cubes. We'll put a couple in this. Smells good. Smells really good.
It's very sweet smelling.
Mm-hmm. What you think?
I haven't sipped it yet.
Oh. Put that down on your side. I don't want to cover your face, Nate. You're the looks of this operation.
Yeah. Kind of like a vanilla coconut.
Yeah. I think it's definitely kind of unique.
Yeah.
I do have some Coke if you want to put Coke in it.
No, I'm good. That's
not a bad sipper.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Vanilla coconut. That's what I got.
I think I definitely get that coconut with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you say that, I definitely got the vanilla on it when I tried it in the store, but I had a little communion cup pour of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, didn't pour me one up, put it on the rocks for me or nothing, but yeah. So I mean, that's what we got going on. Change the name. Nate's been busy, a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Crazy.
Yeah, getting busy. Weather gets warmer, it just seems like busy just piles on for everybody. So I don't know, man. I don't know what we're gonna do. I got a bunch of stuff that I got to do. Got my follow-up appointment for my arm. Been out doing a little bit of shot hunting because it's the only thing I guess I'm cleared to do.
Mm-hmm.
But
did you find Dono there before last week, or was that after the last episode?
yeah, that was since last episode. So wherever that is, down in front there. Yeah, it's the best one I've found this year. Well, I didn't find it. Bear found it.
Bear found it.
Damn dog.
It's a good one.
Yep. Not a bad bone. But, yeah, so Bear's beat me. He beat me again today. Found another old one.
Yeah.
Dove into another bush like we talked about.
Tough to beat his nose.
Yep. Yeah, and
he got hair and everything.
Yep. Yeah, that was definitely this year's. But that was the buck that I ended up passing this year opening day with the pistol. I had him come through, and I thought about it. I thought good and hard about it.
With the pistol, that'd be pretty nice.
Yeah, I grunted him in, so we'll see we'll see if he's an aggressive one going forward. He was definitely all postured in, ears laid back, dude, comes stiff leg stomping in. Really, really cool, cool buck, that's for sure. Just a straight 8, nothing crazy, nothing fancy with him. But holy smoke, somebody's sending a ton of stuff. I don't know. Keeps bedinging on me. Here, we'll shut that right up. But yeah, so no, other than that, I'm about done. Freaking ticks are pushing me right out of the woods right now.
You're saying you picked a bunch of them off you.
Oh my gosh, dude. I've never had it be this bad out shed hunting. But again, it hasn't been like 70. Usually it's like 40s when we're shed hunting. Today it was 70 again, so I don't know. I don't know where they've all been coming from. Typically we're not usually that bad with ticks over there, but coming from somewhere. Maybe these darn late winters we've got and all that stuff just keep piling them onto us.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Ticks definitely seem to be getting worse and worse every year.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish there was something we could spray out there to kill them or whatever, but
chickens.
Yeah, guinea
They get
fowl.
wild chickens.
Go guinea fowl running around everywhere.
Yeah, they say that chickens eat the shit out of that. Like if you have like free-range chickens around your house, they'll eat the shit out of all the ticks.
Oh yeah, doesn't surprise me at all. Actually, speaking of fowl, I flushed a grouse today with Bear.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, scared the shit out of him and me. We were probably only 6-8 feet away from it when we flushed it. No idea it was there.
Grouse. What do you do? They are cool to watch.
Yep. And we heard a couple drumming today too in a different spot, so I don't think it was the one we flushed. So sounds like there's a couple grouse around. I'm not big on hunting them, but I like listening to them and seeing them.
It's not enough around to hunt.
Yeah, I mean I don't want to go kill the only one we got hanging out on the farm.
Right.
But yeah, no. Other than that, I mean, what's some of the other stuff since you've been on? Oh yeah, what's your thoughts on Kansas has banned the use of trail cameras? Did you hear about that?
On private,
public land.
Public.
Can't use it on public at all.
You can use it on your own private property?
Correct. No more cameras on public property in Kansas.
Why? What was their reasoning?
Stress on the wildlife, I believe, is what they said, which I think the people in there scouting are going to do more pressure than putting a camera in there and letting it soak. But I don't know.
Pressure on the wildlife, huh?
Yeah, pressure on the wildlife, and then the other thing they said was,
I guess if they got guys going in there every day checking their card.
Yeah, but the other thing was, I guess, people's privacy, because they might get a picture of a hiker or something out there, and they didn't consent to having their photo taken.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's kind of strange, I guess. I don't know.
I don't see
weird. I don't see the point in it.
The ban?
Yeah, I don't see the point in banning them.
I don't either. But I can see New York going that way. I know a lot of the out west states do it, just because of like the pressure on wild game. And I've talked to Derek about it. He lives out in Idaho, and he's like, you'll come up on a water hole up in the mountains, and there'll be 20 trail cameras set up on that one water hole.
Well, that's a little ridiculous.
Because that's where all the game are. They're around water out there. So,
right.
I get it, but I don't think it's that bad in Kansas. I think it's just more, people complaining they got their picture taken or whatever.
Not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah, not in Kansas anymore. But
yeah, I don't know. That seems weird. I guess to ban them, unless maybe they could have done something a little different. Like you actually had to like register your camera,
get a permit. I don't know.
I don't know.
So we'll see. I mean, where that goes. Like I said, I could see it coming to New York just because, especially like a permit thing, like you said. You probably shouldn't have said it. Now they're going to make everybody buy a permit to have a camera on public land in New York.
I doubt they're going to listen to us.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Never know. I'm actually in a DEC web conversation this Friday talking about the antlerless deer management focus group. So if anybody has any questions that they want me to ask, it's with the regional biologist and the head biologist for the state and a couple other people. They reached out to me and asked if I'd be on the focus group for that. So if anybody's got any questions that they want to do kind of pertaining to antlerless deer, I don't want to give them like something like, why don't we be at $1 state? I don't want to open up that can of worms again.
Yeah, we already went over that. I think everyone got our opinion on that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's we'll see where it goes with it. I mean, this year I didn't shoot a doe. I mean, we shot does off of our property, but I didn't pull the trigger on a doe. But I had a full freezer, so
I shot 3 doe, 3 or 4.
Yeah, my dad shot 2. My uncle shot
3.
1. We had another guest come out shoot 1, so we shot 4 this year. Off of our farm, which is a little low, but I mean, there was a couple years that we were pounding 10, 12 every year. And the one neighbor now gets a lot of nuisance ag permits, so they whack the snot out of them on the one side of the road.
Yeah.
They do a heavy number on them, but yeah, it's I don't know. It just feels like spring blues, man.
Spring blues. It was great today, and as soon as I got out of work, it started raining.
Yeah, no, it was nice this morning. I mean, we got a tree to take down for my grandmother. We got to take down a barn or a shed, for your grandfather and you. We got a lot of stuff coming up, dude.
Yeah. Really busy this month and next month. Very busy.
Yeah, you got archery shoots. I'm trying to rehab my arm to maybe get into the RBD.
Yeah, the duck hunters putting on a captain and mate shoot the 29th. Seneca Lake Duck Hunters.
And that's a walk-on, right?
Yeah.
That's no pre-register. You just sign up the day of, right?
Yeah, you just go walk in and sign up the day of. It's a 8 a.m. shotgun start.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's interested.
They always put out a good course.
Yeah, I enjoy shooting there. It's not far from where I live, like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's not bad. Buzzing down the lake quick, and they say how many targets it is?
No, it is known max of 40 for hunter setup.
Yeah, so similar to the RBD probably, and we'll see what course loop they use. Because I know some of those can be pretty wet in the summertime, let alone right now in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
They might use a lot of the field and stuff. I'm thinking the field and the uphill.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I don't know. I gotta actually shoot my bow because I had Mike go through it. Every time I drew it back, it would make that click noise. Mike said it was because underneath where my limbs meet my riser, there was dirt in there, and it was just grinding, I guess. So Mike,
I think it's clicked ever since you won that bow.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it has.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mike. I dropped off Mike. Told him it's been a couple years. I told him put a new string on it. He went through the whole thing and
no click.
No click now.
I don't know.
He said he took the entire thing apart. He said every single screw he took out of that thing and lubricated.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you're the man. That's what I wanted done to it.
There you go. Full service.
Got a new string, so retuned it. So yeah, I got to throw some arrows and see where it's at.
Yep.
For the 29th.
So you haven't really even shot it yet since you got it back.
I drew it back.
Yeah.
Just see if that click was there.
Yep. Nothing. Perfect.
Silent.
Well,
I feel like an assassin in the tree.
Didn't stop you from making the captain on Rocky with it this year.
No.
Or your bull buck the year before.
Nah, they were. Well, I was surprised the bull buck the year before actually didn't skirt me because he picked me off. I was up there like a clown rattling antlers. I didn't even know he was standing there. He's standing 50 yards staring at me. I didn't even see him. They're rattling antlers together, and I just kind of like turned to the left, and I'm like, there he is.
Yep. Crap.
Then I'm sitting there holding the antlers still, and I'm like, all right, what's he going to do?
Yeah.
And then he just put his head down and kept on coming. So I just nonchalantly hung the rattlers up, grabbed my bow, drew back, was following his line. He got into one of my shooting lanes.
That was it.
20 yards.
Done so.
And Rocky, the wind was pretty good that day. It was blowing fairly good, so I don't know if he would have heard that click. I feel like those like little minute noises really only matter on those really cold, still mornings. You like that little click in my bow when it sounded
or
like,
a little creak in a tree stand that sounds like the whole wood's
like,
probably
like echoes off of everything.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, so. But no, it's good you got it straightened out. I mean, it didn't stop you from winning leagues this year.
Nah, I won leagues with a click.
Yep.
Only reason I won leagues is because one guy didn't do his makeup shoots. He didn't do all the shoots.
Who's that?
Gary.
Oh, you saw him beat on average.
Really? No way.
Yep.
Really? All right. So I actually won across the board?
Yep.
I thought I only took first because he kind of bowed out at the end. He just quit showing up.
Yeah, my arm shit the bed on me. That's why you won.
Oh, yeah. You couldn't fudge the scores this year.
Yep. Couldn't play around the scores. I couldn't make up my scores when I wasn't shooting them to begin with. But no, Nate won soundly. Good 6-point win. 6-point average. So that's 6 across all the 10 weeks. That's 60 points higher than the next closest guy.
Yeah. I feel like there was another year I should have won too, but
yeah,
I think the scores got a little discombobulated.
Dude, after putting them in and entering them, in that system with like everybody's chicken scratch writing,
I feel like
ours was fine because I wrote every one of them so I could read my handwriting, but the Vegas guys and all that stuff, dude, there's some of them I'm just like I think that's a 7. Sorry if it's not. Wow. Then you look at some of their other scores to be like, okay, yeah, they usually shoot a 270.
Yeah, I'm guilty of it too. I mean, mainly with my 7s and 4s, I'll mix up for a 9. Like when I'm writing, my 4s will sometimes look like 9s because the gap at the top almost looks too close together.
Right.
And then with my 7s, I'll draw my 7. Then as I'm pulling the pen away, I'll leave like a little tick on the end of it, and it'll look like a 2.
1 or a 2, yep.
So, I don't know. I got chicken scratch for writing. So.
Oh, yeah, we all do. At least I can read my own. But I could definitely see where people, might have misentered them in the past or whatever. But Mike said they did a good job. He wants me to do it again next year. Yeah. Great. That's the problem with doing such a good job is you get volunteered to do it.
That's it. That's with anything. It's when you do a good job at your job, you get to do someone else's job on top of your job.
Usually. Well, DJ commenting in.
DJ,
howdy,
what's up, man?
Howdy, DJ.
Just hanging out, having a sip of that little rum.
Yep. Yeah, because it's no longer whiskey. It's 100 proof. So we can drink whatever we want. Somebody wants to come drink fucking vodka or rum or tequila.
Hey, now see, we broadened
the horizon.
Our horizon.
Yep.
I think it works out better.
Yep, I think so too. Everything happens for a reason.
But yeah, I don't know. Leagues was good this year.
Mm-hmm.
Mike changed the lighting up, like past, 2 years ago?
Yep. Better lights in there.
That's definitely better.
Yep. And then summer leagues are going to be coming. You were said that.
First, Mike's looking for volunteers to help set up the 3D course, I guess.
Yeah. So we'll probably put a post up on that. We'll be over there. Hopefully it's not too wet. I mean, we just got another inch of rain today.
Yeah. Again. I think it's still raining.
Yeah.
An inch of rain in like an hour.
Yep. It was pouring, dude. We got a little bit of
the whole driveway was like a river.
Yeah, we got some dinner down at the halfway before we came here for the show, and we came out of there, dude, and you could barely see the freaking light.
Connor was backing his boat up in my driveway. I thought he was gonna launch it.
You probably could launch it out here in my pasture, dude. You see how much water I got in my pasture out there? Holy smokes!
You'd be out there jigging for walleyes in my
driveway. You'd probably be shooting carp here out of my freaking pasture number 3 here before I know it. Freaking carp coming up.
Yeah.
But no, it's coming together, and then we'll see if you can give me a hand on that mowing that we did last year, that mowing contract we had or whatever. Yeah. I know you're just so damn busy, dude, and so am I, but
I don't know. I might be able to fill in a couple times.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do it every week.
Right.
Like I did last year. I got too much going on.
Right. So, but yeah, I touched base with them and double checked that they wanted us to still do it, and they said, "Yeah, can we sign you guys up for the next 50 years?" I'm like, I gotta talk to Nate, and then I texted you, and you're just like, "Oh, I don't know." I could fill in a bit, but
I can't do it.
hopefully it doesn't.
On top
It
of
just didn't
everything
stop last year, dude, with the rain. It just rained perfect. We never had weeks where it was like, yeah, we can let it go for 2-3 weeks.
towards the end.
Yeah, but that should have been midsummer, dude. We should have been stopped. It just didn't stop growing last year.
Yeah.
So, and it's just so much. I mean, what did we mow over there? 6 acres a week?
It was close to 7.
Yeah, it was a lot.
But you get out of work. Luckily, you and me actually got out of work earlier than most people.
Mm-hmm.
You and me are on the same work schedule. We got out of work at 2:33. Be over there by 4.
Yep.
We'd mow till 8 o'clock. It's 4.5 hours of mowing every week.
Each.
On top of our own yards and on top.
Yeah.
It is a lot.
Yep. Just put a sign up that says smile.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm smiling. Like I said, I'm still this side of the dirt to be able to deal with everything. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that's not a bad place to be.
Nope.
What else we got going on?
Speaking of the smile, dude, I got all these Phelps businesses getting invaded right now.
Yeah, I don't know, some freaking weed dispensary chucked a bunch of eggs all over the place, and now people are wandering all over Phelps looking for eggs with nuggets in them.
Yeah, looking at people's private business mailboxes, looking in the windowsills,
I'm
trying
sure
to
they're on
open
people's
windows.
private properties too. I'm sure.
Yeah, they're everywhere, dude. I mean, we were looking at it before we went live. One of the guys we know, Eric, he's showing the live videos. It seemed like a different person every minute out there.
Yeah, walking by, looking in his shop and everything. I'm like, what's going on here? People like raiding Phelps right now?
Yeah, looking for little Easter eggs full of weed. Supposedly, it might just be a gimmick. I don't even know.
Yeah, who knows?
But yeah, so
I mean, I don't know.
Again, nothing against the use of it or anything like that. But geez, before you're putting it on people's private property or businesses, you got to touch base.
You can't just toss weed into someone's yard and tell the world that it's there.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah. I'm all for an Easter egg hunt or whatever and stuff like that.
I could see that going, especially in like our small town. I could see something like that going south very quickly with the wrong person.
Oh yeah, the right property or
the right property,
location.
The right guy or girl. They don't like anybody on their property. I could see that actually going pretty south pretty quick.
So also the address for the podcast and my personal consulting business is my house. So I'll have to keep an eye open, make sure nobody's like knocking on the window. So if you hear somebody knocking on the window, they're just here looking for Easter eggs full of weed.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know.
What the frick, man?
You can't make it up, dude. Like you asked me about it, I'm like, I don't know. I never heard about it.
But I don't know how people heard about it. I don't even know what the dispensary was.
Eric said somebody out of Rochester or something, I guess.
I don't know
either. But yeah, other than that, I trimmed the fruit trees here at my house. Got that done before we got these 70-degree days next week. Next week looks gorgeous. I'll be in shorts when I get back to work. So, and I'm looking forward to it, dude. I'm ready. I'm going stir crazy.
Well, yeah.
I'm losing my mind here.
It'll happen after a while.
But what else is going on? If anybody's down in the Wellsville area tomorrow, they're doing a seminar tomorrow night. The Upper Genesee National Deer Association branch, they got the Pertinier guys are presenting, and Steve Shirk from Shirk's Guide Service out of Pennsylvania about how to hunt mountain bucks. He's doing a seminar on that. So if anybody's interested in that, it's free to NDA members, and if you're not an NDA member, you can sign up to be a member right at the seminar and get your annual membership. And good seminar. Pertinier guys are going to be talking about, I think, organizing, out-of-state group hunts and stuff like that, like they do down in Pennsylvania. And when they put those big, what are they, like 25, 30-man freaking drives on in the Pennsylvania mountains down there. We're going to be talking about some of that stuff and, scouting and going in with groups and trying to figure out and game plan out-of-state trips, that kind of stuff. So, sounds like a good seminar.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to maybe get down there for it. I don't know, though.
See.
I mean, it's not like I got to be to work on Friday. So, I just got to be back up here at 10 o'clock to load a corn planter that a guy bought for me.
We got a good Friday off. Carlock.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I got a Good Friday off.
You got Easter Monday off?
It's alright now. It's already booked up without something, but yeah.
Yeah. That's usually how it goes this time of the year. Yeah, we were talking. I don't think I have a free weekend the rest of April, dude. Property visits. The Pert Near Shed Fest is April 23rd, that Sunday, coming up. That's the Shed Fest over there at Windy Brew. The, competition or whatever.
Yeah.
Which, we'll see. I don't know. I think.
Got it.
Well, I don't know. I got the carbon monoxide detector on down here. We're not gonna.
Oh boy.
I think there's fresh batteries in it. But yeah, and then the 29th, that same day as the shoot, that's Lane's party, and then another property visit that Sunday too.
You got a time on Lane's party?
12:30. I don't know. That might just have been the generic time.
That's a mess of beer.
Might be a
little late to that.
Well, yeah, you gotta win. You gotta win the captain and mate, dude. Well, when did we win? 2 years ago, or 3? We won the captain and mate down there at Branchport.
I think it's 3 years ago.
3? Yeah, it was right before COVID or something. So yeah, probably 3 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good old.
Yeah. I got a fishing trip coming up in May. We're going up to Black Lake.
Yeah, I still got all my vacation time because I didn't have to use any with my injury. So I'm thinking about tagging up with you guys if you still got an extra floor space for a sleeping bag or whatever.
Yeah, I gotta add up the beds and everything. We had a couple people hop in.
Gotcha.
This couple weeks, but
Gotcha.
yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
That's always fun. It's always an annual thing with everybody.
Well, when you get on those pre-spawn bass, I'm sure you get into some really good ones.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of frown on that lake, but
whatever.
He's catching them.
You're not keeping them.
Nah, you toss them back.
Fishing for pike anyway, right?
Yeah.
Bass just pike. I can't control that. So, but yeah, Black Lake's always a good time. I've been up there a couple times. See you guys fishing. Connor's party. Actually, I think just once. I think just Connor's bachelor party up there.
Yeah, you missed my bachelor party.
That was when before we were really friends. I almost didn't get an invite to the wedding. We weren't really that good of friends at that point. Crazy to think.
Just started hanging out.
You know, and then been seeing any birds around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Connor's place.
Actually, now that you say that, there was a couple of birds out there the other day.
They're out there strutting around.
I seen them. I know how to get in there.
I seen them. But yeah, I don't know. I've been seeing them around.
Yeah, there's a few here and there. Not like it used to be, and I think a lot of people talked about that, but I think it's the fishers, not the family or anything like that. I'm talking like the animal. But
yeah, not the family.
Yeah, I think it's the fishers are doing a number on them. Obviously, nobody traps anymore. You know, raccoons are
very few people trap.
Yeah, very few. Raccoons, possums. I mean, there's no hedgerows anymore like there used to be growing up. You know, every farm field laneway used to be, you know, nice nesting cover and habitat and stuff, and it's just not there anymore, man. And it seems like a lot more people turkey hunt than 10 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I got people calling me to go hunt my lease. I'm like, that never happened a while back. Like, if it's posted and on the posted sign it says leased by a certain somebody, you just didn't even bother.
Right.
You know? Now you got so many people trying to find hunting land, and hunting's, I think, grown so much and especially so much attention.
Yeah, especially in small towns and stuff. I would think so, yeah.
You know, you have people calling you like, hey, hunt. I'm like, no, I lease it to hunt it. Mm-hmm. So I'll be out there.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's, like I said, that's the thing. You know, we get people that stop ask every year. My grandmother gets people that ask us every year about hunting and stuff. You know, even like you said, with the posted signs and stuff. And again, it's better that they ask than having to catch them on there and kick them off. That's never.
Have them go out there.
It's never enjoyable. But But yeah, it's one of
The
those
youth
things.
season's in what, 2 weeks? 23rd?
Yeah, I think it's that weekend of the 23rd. So yeah, I'll when I'm out in the woods, I'll probably be wearing orange when I do that property visit on the 22nd.
What is opening day of Turkey? May 1st?
May 1st.
Monday? It's a Monday, isn't it?
Oh,
Sure.
May 1st this year is
I'm sure it's a Monday.
It's a Monday.
Yep.
So, and we'll see if we got, birds put to bed. Me and my dad usually go out on opening day.
Mm-hmm. You went on open day last year with me, didn't you?
Yeah, I think we killed your bird on opening day.
Pretty sure it was open in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we put the birds to bed. The group we put to bed wasn't the bird we killed, though.
No, he came from the next ridge over.
Yep. Came looking for love, and that was a nice video. I mean, that's up on the
wrong places.
Yeah.
Looking for love.
But yeah, no, he came in, and I didn't even tell Nate I was filming it. Filmed the bird, and he's like right in front of us, and I'm telling Nate to wait. Nate to wait. Okay. Nate's like, I just want to mow him down.
It was a pretty cool video. You can actually check that video out on Ben's YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's right on the channel where we're.
It's actually a great video. You see him coming in.
Yep.
Comes up, struts around for a while.
I'm actually pretty surprised. One, I kept it
It's pretty steady.
pretty steady, just filming offhand on my phone and not even looking at it.
I'm gonna have to get you a
Little
what do we call
monopod.
that? Like a selfie stick or something
Yeah.
this year. Well, you can't shoot,
Yeah,
so you just gonna Call Duty.
yeah. Got to help Nate punch his tag.
Unless you're gonna one left hand to the 410.
Yeah, single-handed. Yeah, we'll have to go practice on one of the barnyard birds.
It works good.
Yeah, I know that 410 works good. You get it within 5 foot. but yeah, we'll see. The doctor said I might not be able to shoot a shotgun. But I don't know. If I put it in the sticks, though, dude,
I think you'd be alright.
it won't rock. And we got 20 gauges and stuff too. If I wanted to run something smaller than the 12, but and like I said, I could always, I guess, run that old single shot Rossi 410. Call them in danger close.
I could let you use cremator. Ain't much kick to her.
No. And she flattened them.
What? That's a good job.
Yep. Absolutely. But, no, and then that was your second bird that you killed?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think the first one was actually a bearded hen.
Yeah.
That was kind of a messed up story. First bird I ever killed.
Yeah. Well, legal beard's a legal beard.
I had a beard. So a friend of mine that I used to work with over in Victor, he would come down and go coon hunting with me and whatever else. We were best friends for probably a good couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
But he came down. We were gonna go turkey hunting. And, went over to my grandfather's farm. First thing we went over to a different property. We tried calling, nothing. All right, well, let's see if we could draw something up over at Peepaw's place.
Mm-hmm.
So we go over there, start calling. I'm walking down this pipeline. Stop, call, nothing. All right, well, let's get to the back of the property towards that back field and see if we can hear anything out there. I get out there, we get kind of nestled in this corner, just standing there. And I was gonna hear this 4-wheeler ripping around the woods. Like it looks like sounds like someone's racing the thing through the woods. Like, what the hell? And I'm like, well, this ain't gonna be good because that's kind of the woods we're hunting.
Yeah,
you know,
where the birds might come from.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, that's kind of shot. So all of a sudden the 4-wheeler keeps getting closer and closer and closer, and it's definitely like flying down the pipeline we just walked down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, he's gonna come around the corner. And so I'm kind of like, we're both kind of standing there looking around the corner, kind of waiting for the 4-wheeler to come around to see who it was. And all of a sudden, this turkey just comes sprinting. Well, my cousin was chasing the turkey through the woods on his 4-wheeler. So to see this turkey come sprinting through the woods or coming around the corner, and the turkey breaks the corner and he starts flapping his wings and he gets up and he starts flying. And I can see the beard hanging there. And my buddy Mike, he goes, it's got a beard. And as he's saying that, I already got the gun up and I'm in swing and boom, duffed that bird right out of the air. He went falling into the ditch. And my cousin, he saw the whole thing. He was coming around the corner as the bird was flying in front of me and I shot it. He comes around the corner and he's like, and of course we got our masks on. He don't know it was me. And I was like, thanks. And I guess I traumatized him. Because we got the bird and everything. We got back to my aunt's house. I was like, hey, is, Peyton here? And she goes, yeah, you kind of scared him. He's upstairs. He's
just riding around the floor, and all of a sudden you hear the shotgun go boom.
Well, yeah, Peyton helped us get a bird.
Yeah.
Hunting turkeys with 4-wheelers that day.
I guess. Unintentionally.
Not intentionally. But that's how it worked out. Kind of driving turkeys.
I guess. I know there's places that they hunt them with hounds.
I can see that.
The same thing. Get them grouped up and then flush them.
So it's kind of a fall technique, isn't it?
Yeah, fall flocks.
You kind of go in and bust them up, and you try sit there
back.
And yelp and try and call them back together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Tyler Breen from the cartel, he did a big video episode on it a couple years back. I think they did it in the fall and they've done it in spring. Obviously in states where it's legal to use dogs. I think you can in New York too because they're small game animals. You can use hounds for any small game in New York. It's just big game you can't use them on. No deer, no bear, not in New York. But yeah, dude. No, I mean we had a good morning last year. Be nice to do it again.
It was a beautiful morning last year.
Oh yeah, pictures were great. Weather, up on top of the hill.
Everything was good.
Yep. Birds were gobbling.
The birds were actually where they were supposed to be.
They just flew down behind us.
And then the other guy came in.
Yeah. All worked out. Yeah, we scared that one hen, dude. She was right fucking behind us.
Yeah.
I think that's what kind of spoiled it for us. When she came in, she was so close, dude. I could hear her freaking feet on the ground behind us walking.
Yeah. We got a second one last year too, actually.
Yeah, you and Jesse went over and got one.
Me and Jesse went out and called one up at like 10:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I actually
that one, right?
Yeah, we did a 1, 2, 3 pull, but I gave Jesse.
And then we had a lot of close calls.
But I mean, so technically, I guess I got 3 birds.
Yeah. We worked
that one.
We worked a lot of birds last year. A lot of birds the same day, and they just kept. We'll see if they're in there this year. We know.
We should have had another one
or two.
If you and me on that one did the old 1, 2, 3 pull, that bird wasn't leaving.
Oh no, the one that was up on top of that little.
You were
roll.
trying to draw him in closer. He was just up on that ridge, going like kind of back and forth, and the hen committed.
That's the thing.
He would follow her in.
I thought he would break and come in, dude. That hen was right in front of us.
He might have been bigger than the
opening day bird. Yeah, I could see that. He was a nice bird.
He was a big mature bird.
Yeah. And he came in, that hen brought him right in on a string. I don't think he was committed. I think that hen committed and he was coming along for the ride.
Well, it was like a sprint.
Oh, yeah.
We went there and called them, and then they just, bark, 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 and they just like sprinted towards us.
Yeah, and then the hen started yelping. We were like, how the fuck? There's got to be another hunter in here? She's loud, obnoxious sounding.
Walking.
Yeah.
Like sprinted right into us.
Yep. Came right into 8-10 yards and was milling around, and eventually, I don't know if we had a little movement or,
She didn't really spook though. She just kind of
alerted a little bit and then worked off.
But that Tom wouldn't come in. There's actually 2 Toms.
Yeah.
There are 2 of them, but more dominant. The strutter came in. The other one kind of hung back, and
we could see him off in the woods a little bit, but yeah. But no, and then again, like we said,
a lot of action.
Next time set up on that drumlin because you can kind of have one of us cover each side of the drumlin too.
Yeah.
Where he came up too. So if he swings around, because before we also tried to set up kind of with our back to where we called those birds from, and then we called again, and then they were across the creek. We moved, and then they were right across the creek from where we were set up on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some They gave us a run for our money last year.
On the one property, the other one we did pretty good on.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll see what happens this year.
Yeah, get out there and start listening here in another couple of weeks, and because I think they're still settling into their own, you know.
Well, the temperature's staying cold like they are. We're not really having a whole lot of warm up. I mean, honestly, usually by now I see quite a few of them out in the field strutting around.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't seen that many. So.
No, I haven't seen that many out strutting around. Actually, out shed hunting the other day, I did find a turkey egg.
Yeah.
You know, just a random one. You know, obviously she wasn't bred because she wasn't had a nest mate or nothing.
Yeah.
But my birds have been laying like crazy, dude. I got more turkey eggs than I know what to do with. Probably gonna start hatching out a bunch of them here shortly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I got turkey eggs for sale, chicken eggs for sale. Both fertilized if you want to, you know, rear them yourself and or, you know, for eating. Nothing wrong with eating them when they're fertilized either. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, every one of my birds laid an egg yesterday.
That's good.
Yeah. It's good until, I mean, those turkey eggs, they take up a lot of freaking real estate, man. They're a lot bigger.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
No, kind of quiet on the comments. It was quiet last week, too. I don't know. I think everybody's
busy. Everybody's starting to get into the swing.
Yeah. Getting
Spring
out of
and everything.
You know, cabin fever and all that stuff, you know, setting in. Got to get out.
Days are getting longer, so people are outside doing shit.
Yeah, it's still probably, well, not tonight with the rain, but it's still pretty light out when we came in to set up, and I was like, it hadn't been like this in a while. But, no, we got, I was going to do some frost seeding. Now it's going to be more like mud seeding clover. I think our frosts are done. I was looking at the weather. It looks like 70s next week. So, other than that, I think I've trimmed what I'm going to trim on my fruit trees this year and hit them harder next year. Hopefully my arm will be back to normal. It feels good. I'm just waiting for the blessing from the doctor to start being able to use it more.
Yeah, get your ass back to work.
Yeah, I know. I want to, dude. I was ready to go back freaking month ago before they pulled me out for another month. So, I would be back if I could.
Yeah.
But
waiting it out.
Waiting it out. Maybe I'll go get bit by a couple more ticks in the meantime. But
there you go.
But yeah. No, other than that, man, I mean, I'm ready for deer season.
Yeah, I'm ready for deer. I was ready for deer season to start back up 2 months ago.
Yeah. Took a nice month off, and then after that, dude, I'm ready to start game planning. I did actually find, me and Bear were out walking today, two new stand locations for this year. And I got to either put a stand into or move a stand to. And then I got to do some tractor work with the tractor over at the farm while it's over there.
Yep. Yeah, I got some plans.
Think you're gonna see if you can do a plot in that one field this year? Steve's gonna let you.
I can talk to Steve a little more about it, but I've kind of brought it up to him past couple years, and he kind of hemmed and hawed about it. So, I don't know. Just keep asking him. Yeah. He did let me do the old outlaw plot there.
And the
bean
stubble, yeah. So. Yeah, that works good. I mean, I'll be doing the Nebraska blend and Nebraska clover blend again this year, like I did last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would love to actually get a little bit of that side hill planted.
Yeah, your brother's father-in-law, Mackenzie's dad.
He give you a ring?
Ordered an acre.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So.
Sam should actually push your consulting on him a little bit.
Yeah.
Have you go out there, walk it, and kind of help lay it out. It sounds like that's what those guys are struggling with. Pretty nice piece.
Yeah, it's nice. I've done a fair amount of consulting being out of the full-time job because I'm not using my arm when I'm out there doing that.
Just walk around talking.
Yeah, walking, talking, drawing out the map, stuff like that. Ribboning off stuff, that kind of stuff. But, yeah, it's been a lot of clients this year, a lot of new guys, some repeat clients. And then I had a bunch of timber stand work that I was going to do this year, cutting for clients and stuff, and cancel all that. Unfortunately. So
does your bag of seed come with like what time of year you should plant it? A little note with it saying like, hey,
yep.
This is probably the best time frame to plant it, so you get the best.
Yeah, I would say anywhere from late July into the second, maybe third week of August at the latest.
But does it come with like a little tag that says that?
I tell everybody. Yeah.
Right. Is that what you told Sam?
Yeah, it's on the plant. It'll be on the sheet this year. I'm gonna have a how-to planting little thing stapled with it too, with the seed label. It's got what's in it and stuff like that. So
that's a good thing to do.
Yep, and all that sourced right locally here from Seedway. You'll be able to get that through me. You'll be able to pick it up at Heritage Outdoor Sports. And if you order it directly through me, that's the other thing I told Sam. I said, figure out how big his plots are because I can measure it to your specific plot. When I sell put it at Heritage or something like that, it's quarter-acre bags, half-acre bags.
Yeah.
But if they got like a 3/4 acre plot or whatever, instead of having to buy a half and a quarter, I can just mix up a 3/4 acre mix for them and put it in one bag for them. So, but yeah, and then that's just a mix of brassicas, some hybrid turnips. There's tillage radish in there, daikon tillage radish, and then crimson clover for a little bit of cover crop holdover. And with that rate, I think they
seem to like it.
Sowing it in at 9 pounds per acre. Yeah, I mean this year we killed 2 of our bucks on it, or I guess it would be 3, because Topfield, that's where I killed Hornet too, was in the food plot. Actually, all 4 of them. Now that I think of it, because Dad's halfway buck was on, the edge of the plot. I guess I wasn't really feeding in it. And I think St. Patrick was just cruising through too, but all comes back to the layout and design of it.
Yeah.
But all 4 of them were killed standing in the planting.
Yeah. You gotta have it all from the bottom up.
Yeah. You gotta have the good stand.
You have good access. You gotta be able to get to it. You gotta have a good stand location. You gotta have, you gotta have all that stuff.
Set up with it.
You gotta hunt it smart. You gotta,
Yep. Yeah, that's all.
You start hunting poor locations, you're gonna blow your property out, and you're gonna wonder why you're not seeing any deer.
Yeah. Aaron said, when are you mixing up the seed blends? So that'll be ready here as soon as I get the final word back on my taxes to make sure I don't owe in a big pile before I go spending a bunch of money. But I would say they'll be ready to pick up sometime in May, I would say, which gives you plenty of time for your planting window. Like I said, that's a fall annual.
That gives you a couple months.
Yeah. So that gives me a couple months to get it out, get it ahead of, people wanting to plant it. Like I said, anywhere from, late July into August is good. Get those predictable rains and stuff like that. And, gives you time to get out there and get your plot sprayed, get your weeds controlled. If you're going to do a cover crop like buckwheat or, let your cereal grains go, kill them or whatever, any of those, situations will work good to plant this into. And they work really good if you have like a piece of a farmer's field that you're taking over, that they're no longer planting, whether it's too wet, the equipment got too big, they can't turn around in the field corner anymore.
You got a bald spot or something.
Yeah, bald spot. They're nice for filling in spots like that. Place where the planter missed or something. You got permission from the farmer.
It's all stuff that doesn't really come back, right? Besides the clover.
I mean, the turnips will pop back if they don't overbrowse them. But I say come back. They'll bolt the next year to seed. It's not like a clover field where it's going to be clover the next year, consistent.
Like annuals and perennials.
Yeah, there'll be some clover that comes up, but then that clover, it'll be there for a year, maybe 2. You'll get some crimsons that keep popping in there, but other than that, it's not really it's not a perennial mix. It's set up for a fall annual mix with a little bit of holdover going into the spring. So. And the ones that had the turnips in it are pretty smoked. Those are ones I got to frost seed a little bit of clover into. And then the rest of the plots are going to go mostly into corn this year. Try to get the rest of that white spot fungus out of my fields. So be doing some disking this year, which I'm not thrilled about, but I got to try to get that fungus out of my soil. So, and the best way to do that is to aerate it, and then we're going to run that 3-point planter, corn, probably corn bean mix, and plant that right in for most of them, and then some of the smaller plots will probably be clover or cereal grain, rye or wheat.
It'll be interesting to see how that turns out.
The one year that it was corn over there, that was one of the best years we had for sheds.
I believe it.
You know, and actually a lot of them, we only found a couple in the corn. A majority of them were on the bedding adjacent to corn, like that whole big side hill, and down between the two plots on the west side of the road, that section in there we walked through with Hannah the other day.
Yeah.
That was full of sheds that year between the two cornfields, the two main cornfields. But that was cool, and that was we planted in the corn, and then you could see the marks from the planter with the corn. So then what we did is kind of offset it, and then we ran the beans inside of each row of corn. So you had the corn and the beans growing together. Did it like the old Native Americans. Two sisters, not three, but the twins.
The twins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aaron, it should be ready for May orders. And I'm getting, like I said, all that through Seedway. All the varieties I used last year are available this year. Nothing's in short supply. So, and I got that mix, I think, right where I want it, man. I've been working on that with those Seedway, varietals for the last 3 years now. This will be year 4. And I've been working with it too much. Just like I said, I put a little bit of white spot in my fields from it. I'm just continuous planting rather than mixing it up like I should have been doing. Just playing a little bit of scientist and trying to mix it up.
A little more soil samples and see where your soil's at.
Yep, mix it up like it should have been doing from the beginning, but the fields were still producing really well until the fungus came in. And it was a wetter year, so I mean, we'll see if that had anything to do with it too. But the fungus, the white spot fungus, no bueno. But yeah, man. And Platt hasn't been tuning in the last few weeks.
He hasn't been feeling too hot.
Well, yeah, he said he was in the hospital for a bit.
Yeah, he's
pneumonia.
Been pretty under the weather.
It's that time of the year too, man. That wet, damp.
Yeah, I'm still dealing with sinus stuff. It's not as bad as it was. It was my sinuses were pretty bad there a couple weeks ago.
Right.
But I got on some antibiotics and it seems to be clearing up. But still, every day, probably once an hour, blowing my nose.
Yeah.
Actually, I blow my nose now. I think it's like something I do on every episode is blow my nose on the
live on the air.
Yeah.
Always. Why not? It's Nate's thing.
Yeah.
But, well, I'm gonna do another little pour of that rum. That was pretty good. I'm not a big rum
pretty
guy,
tasty.
but
Towards the end there, as the ice melted in it, I was getting a lot more citrus.
yeah, and more of that kind of vanilla taste.
Yeah, a little more like orange vanilla.
Took that coconut edge right off of it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a weird bottle to pour though, dude.
I bet you mix that with like orange crush, you should get like a creamsicle.
Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good. So yeah, if anybody's wondering what we're drinking tonight, we're having the old Hit and Rum. I'm probably gonna butcher this. Beta E Corre, assuming that's Dominican.
That's a Dominican rum.
Yeah, it's a Dominican rum.
Aged 8 years.
Yep.
It's actually a baseball bat.
Yep.
For the opening week of baseball.
Yep. Yeah.
Ben is big baseball fan.
Yeah, the Yanks are looking good. For anybody that's follows baseball, they've been doing good. Cole looks really good. Knock on wood, the pitching is holding okay with all the injuries they've had. So I figured we'd do a little hit and run now that we've changed the name, and we can do. Well, we always could. I mean, we did the potato potato.
Seemed like with whiskey in the name though, you kind of stuck it towards whiskey.
Yeah, but now we can have, dude, we could do vodka crayons, we could do rum and cokes, we could do whatever we want to do, man. It's 100 proof whitetails.
Yeah, I like that. I actually like that a little more. Broaden it up. Do a little rum, do a little vodka maybe once.
Even beer, once it gets warmer.
Yeah, if we get a nice craft beer.
Crafties.
Pull a nice crafty craft beer.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But yeah, man.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. I know. For a rum, I mean, I'm not a huge rum guy, and I like that it's not spiced. I'm not a huge fan of that, like, spiced rum. And if I do, I like it with, like, a Coke. But like you said, with that orange crush, I think that would be, like, really good, like an orange soda mixed with that.
Yeah. It definitely has, like, a tropical taste, coconut, citrus, vanilla kind of thing going on.
Yeah, and it's not artificially flavored either. Because usually it says right on the bottle. Yeah, and it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't bad. I think it was only like $38.
Pretty cool bottle for $38, really.
Yeah, I mean, that's not your generic.
No, I mean, you get an actual, like, if you're a baseball fan, just to, like, have it in your man cave or something. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yep, it's got a leather handle on it. It's got a nice, like I said, it's shaped just like a baseball bat.
Yeah, nice wooden
cork.
Cork.
Nice tight cork, too.
Nice tight cork.
Yeah, we opened one. This one. Me and Keith did this. This will be on Friday if any of you guys watch the Fresh Crack episodes. We went to pop this, Nate. The corks are loose in them.
Oh, no.
And I watched every episode on these smoke wagons, and nobody gets a cork pop. The cork, like, just floats in there.
I could cork it better than that.
Oh, yeah.
I got a corker. You want me to put a cork in it?
That's what we do next episode. Do some of the hooch.
Do some of my basement hooch?
Do some of the basement hooch.
You want the cider? You want the, we'll do one.
I got the wine. I got the 22 wine down there. I got that.
Well,
I mean, I know you got more.
If we come back to the shed one episode, I'll pull the cider out.
Ooh.
I did draw a bottle off this weekend for my brother's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And wasn't bad. It didn't last. I drew a bottle off of the wine, and I drew a bottle off of the cider, and both bottles were gone by the end of the evening. So.
And that stuff's high test, man.
Yeah, it's not wine. It's hooch.
Yeah, it's hooch. Let that yeast work overtime.
You're pushing 20-30% wine.
Yeah. It's hot. But don't drink it.
No.
It's good.
No, I've gotten in trouble many times with that.
Oh yeah, you think like if you get like that warm cheek feel with a bottle of wine, bottle of hooch, you're up there. If you drink a bottle yourself, you're up there.
Yeah, easy to make too, really.
It's good. I think it's the basement. I think your basement is the perfect climate.
Yeah,
for the
still
setup.
Kind of a dirt floor, even though I put the plastic down and
you got the little moisture
run over. I got a little, but my basement isn't concrete.
Right.
But it stays dry ever since I did that, and I got the new roof and gutters on. I got no moisture in that basement.
Yeah, well, it doesn't just run off the house and go right down the wall. But I'm bummed Derek didn't tune in. They just had a big trail derailment out there in Idaho by his house.
Trail derailment?
Train. Sorry, I say trail.
So I don't know if I can hear or if you can talk.
Probably both. But yeah, whole train transporting beer of all things.
Oh, well, no wonder he's not tuning. He's in there picking up beer.
Well, that's what he said, dude. He's like,
Derek's like, I won't be tuning in tonight, guys. He's got a little business to take care of. Got to get all the free beer. Got to
do some fishing out of the reservoir that it all like tipped over into. Oh, dude, it was wild. Like he was sending pictures of it or whatever.
Is it all Bud Light?
No, it's not all Bud Light. But like this is the pictures of it.
Oh wow, look at it all.
It's all Blue Moon and
a ton of Blue Moon.
Yeah.
It's all Blue Moon.
Well, that train, that car.
There's some Coors. Coors and Blue Moon.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's a happy guy right there.
Yeah. Yeah, Derek sent me this. He said I should have went, man. There's people. He said there's people pulling it out of the water there.
Hell yeah.
So, but yeah, man, that's crazy. Like you said, he's probably out there fishing for those blue moons and Coorses. I told him.
He's gonna have a summer of free beer if he gets out there.
Well, I told him. I said he could bring all the beer for my birthday party. Steve Bogart comments saying, "Yo, yes, Steve, we went a little different tonight. Doing a little rum tonight since we changed the name to 100 Proof Whitetails.
I do like that. It's a good sipping rum.
I do like
It's a little on the sweet side.
Yeah, it's more of a sweeter rum than a spiced rum, but because it's baseball season, we went with the Hit and Run rum, 8-year-old Dominican, and pretty tasty. And if you are interested in that, head on over to Saglim Bellies in Geneva and let them know that the podcast sent you, and they'll hook you up with it. And if you want to taste it before you buy it, they got an open bottle behind the counter that you can try too. Mm-hmm. See if you like it. I was a bigger fan of their rum than their whiskey, which I don't know. Maybe you're corrupting me now.
Maybe. I have a.
It is getting warmer.
On people.
It is getting warmer weather.
Yeah. I mean, the whiskey's good in the winter.
Yep.
But once you get in the summer and them 80-degree days, sipping on a glass of whiskey just don't feel the same.
Yeah, definitely. I'm reaching for something, putting an ice cube or two in it.
A little winter around a wood stove or,
You know, and I do like it by a bonfire or something like that. I mean, there's stuff that I'll drink, but just nothing heavy. Nothing like high-proof stuff, usually. But yeah, other than for my birthday, we'll be cracking a couple bottles. I got that old Rip Van Winkle that we're cracking.
Yep.
I'm trying to think what else. I got a Weller Antique 107 that I'll probably crack for that. And then if I don't crack it before then, that Russell's 13. And then obviously anything that's here at the bar is always fair game. So, and I won't spoil it because Keith said we're giving away a hoodie with the guests. But we actually did a count of how many unique bottles I have. Just whiskey. We didn't count wine. We didn't count rum or vodka or gin or any of that other stuff I got. Or tequila. We counted how many whiskeys I have, unique bottles. So don't tell my wife. I will say this, just like we said it on the Fresh Crack video that will drop on Friday. It's more than 100, but less than 200. So there's your hint.
There you go.
And we did that guesstimation before we counted them, and then we counted them, and I went, oh shit.
Whoops.
Yeah. Whoops. That's for yeah. Whoops.
Huh?
So if anybody's ever looking to try something, feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than welcome to let you come over and try something before you buy it, as long as it's open.
Yeah.
That's what I told Keith. He's like, oh, I don't know what I want. I said, well, try something that you want to try and then go to the store and buy something. Don't be like me.
Don't be like me.
Don't be like me and have all these bottles and then go, yeah, you can tell which ones I don't like because they just have this much out of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like Keith said in the episode, he said, find a Ben.
Yeah. Just find a Ben and go try their whiskey.
Yeah, and I don't mind sharing with folks and, having people try it. And like I said, whatever Nate likes. I mean, his old Blade and Bow's up here.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah, there's a Blade and Bow up there. Up on the buddy shelf.
Buddy shelf.
The buddy's go-tos. But, yeah, well, we're at about an hour.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I think we're pretty good tonight. So, thank you everyone for tuning in for episode 2 of the new name show, 100 Proof Whitetails. And I didn't screw that new name up once. So, not bad.
Doing good.
Not bad. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. Don't know if Nate will be back next week, but we'll be doing every Wednesday, trying to keep it rolling and trying to line up a couple of guests, trying to line up Seedway, trying to line up a representative from Farm Credit East to come in talking about buying, a piece of land or how to finance and stuff like that too. So I think those will be 2 kind of cool episodes.
Yeah.
And then we got to get a hold of Ethan and Taylor about out-of-state hunting stuff. Maybe get the Pertinier guys on,
Still trying to line up Andy.
Still trying to line up Andy, And I know Jesse's a fan favorite, so maybe Jesse
back out.
Yeah, old Jesse back out. But all right, thanks guys. If there's somebody that you want to see or think would be a good guest, feel free to send them our way too. Be happy to have them, and it's always a good time down here. So thank you guys. Catch you next week. See you.